Morning, students. In the previous, we are studying the chapter and an undeserved reward. So, in this chapter, in the beginning, we studied that there was an author and there was a district officer. District officer invited the author, and the author went, took up the invitation, and people started thinking that they are good friends. Then people started coming to him for their work. Now, his childhood friend, if you remember, his childhood friend Baldev came to him. His name was Baldev. He came to him. His son was in a problem, in a trouble, and he wanted his friend. He wanted his friend to tell the district officer that his son was innocent. Okay, these things only, right? And from you are a childhood friend of mine, we will study today. So, you are a childhood friend of mine and my guru. Please do not refuse. I know that you do not like getting involved in such matters, and it is right too. So he said, Baldev said, you are my friend and you are my guru also. Please do not refuse. Please do it for me and my son. I know you. You are a quite simple person. You don't like getting involved in these kind of matters. But please do it. But in this case, you should think as if your own son were in trouble. So, but this case is different. Just think that my son is your own son and he is in trouble. In the case he had in If the case had not been absolutely false, I would not have troubled you. I also know you, that you always take the path of truth, and I know by myself that this case is purely false. It's completely false case. So that's why I have come to you to trouble you. The boy's mother is crying her heart out. The boy's mother, my son's mother, my wife is crying all the day. His wife has not eaten anything since his arrest. My family is totally disturbed. My family is ruined. As a matter of fact, nothing has been cooked in the house since he was taken away. So, in reality, we have not cooked anything in the house. If he is sentenced, I am sure that both these women will die. So, if my son is going to get any sentence, any kind of sentence, I know these two women, my wife and his wife, they are going to die. I have consoled them by saying that as long as you are alive, no one can harm the body. Sorry, boy, body. No one can harm the boy. So, I have told them, I have assured them, I have assured those two ladies that as long as my friend is there, no one is going to harm the boy. My friend is going to help us. I was in a great fix. I was in a great fix means I was confused. I was confused means I was not able to decide what to do. All the objections that could have put forward had already been answered by Baldev Singh. You know, if I would want to object anything. All the things has been cleared by Baldev already. He has cleared all the things. So I am not able to think of an excuse कि मैं क्या बहाना बनाऊं, जो इस इस सिचुएशन से, प्रीडिकमेंट सिचुएशन से मैं बाहर आऊँ. All right, I shall mention it to the district officer, but it is doubtful that anything would come out of it. He does not interfere in the work of his subordinates. So I did not find a way. Then I said these lines. Okay, fine. I will talk to district officer. I will talk to the district officer about your case. But I don't think that something can be done, because he never interfere in the matters of his subordinates. Means अपने से जो नीचे उनके काम करते हैं उन कभी भी मीन्स इंटरफेयर नहीं करते. देन you go and tell him about this case, repeated Baldev Singh. This is all that I ask of you. Then Baldev, he repeated, he said, no problem. You just go and tell him about the case. I don't have any problem in that. Just talk to him about the case. I don't want anything else from you. It's okay. The rest will be all depend on fate. Will you go will you go tomorrow? Just go and talk to him about this only, nothing else. Baki to everything depends on our fate, that what will happen we will see. Will you go tomorrow? Baldev Singh took leave of me. I completed the article I was writing and lay down to rest after finishing my meals. So Baldev, he left, and then I completed the article I was writing, and then I took rest after taking my food. I had no intention whatsoever of keeping my promise to him. All I had to tell him when I met him next day was the district officer did not consider it proper to interfere in the case. Then what happened? Then he was thinking that obviously he was not going to go to district officer, but he had made a plan in his mind that whenever he is going to see Baldev next time, he will tell that I went to district officer, but he refused to interfere in the matter. I had completely forgotten about the incident when 8 days later Baldev Singh and his son came to see me. At that time, after 8 days, I just forgot about that incident, that something has happened. After those 8 days, Baldev Singh and his son came to me. The son knelt and touched my feet, so son gave me respect. Baldev Singh said, "This is the boy. He has been let off without a blemish." So Baldev told to the author that this is the boy I have talked about, and he has been let off. He is free without any charge. The district officer called the Daroga Sahib and reprimanded him severely, warning him that if in future he indulged in maligning innocent and respectable people, he would be dismissed. Even the district officer, he called Daroga and he scolded Daroga severely, badly, and warned him that you should not indulge innocent people and you should not bring bad names to innocent people, and if it would be repeated, then he would be out of his service. The Daroga could not even show his face to me after this. It is all due to you. So, all the credit goes to you, Baldev said. When I come to you, I had my doubts whether you would help. People had told me that nobody had ever benefited through you, but I was certain that you would not let me down. I was not sure that you will help me or not, but you have helped me. Thanks a lot. And saying this, he signaled to his son, who went out and brought a huge bundle of presents. So his son brought me huge bundles of presents. In spite of my insistence, they refused to take it back, and I could not pick up the courage to tell them that I had done nothing to deserve this reward. So he had not done anything, we all know, but they were just thinking that he had done. He had done, and he had helped him. And the author did not have any courage to tell them the truth also. So students, what do you think? The reward was undeserved or not? Yes, it was an undeserved reward for the author. So students, this is all about the chapter. In the next video, we will take up the exercise of the chapter. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.